Cadet Pierce. Sophomores, Cadets Combs, I'm not going to take away from that program, I'll let the General talk about it, but I know he means a lot to the cadets, and he certainly means a lot to me, and he means a lot to the community. I had the pleasure of knowing and working with General and some of the cadets, knowing him in the classroom. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome General James McChord.
Sergeant Major, I think we need a 3-hour class with practical application on how to have a picture taken. I recollect this summer is the 26th year that we've done that. Each year there are about 100 young people evenly divided between junior ROTC and non-junior ROTC, and male and female, and they come together and live in a dormitory and use the facilities at Pacific Lutheran University. They come from Northern California, Oregon, Washington, Idaho, and occasionally from Alaska. And the Leadership Conference is quite an experience for these young people. They're divided up into teams, and they learn that leadership is a team project. They have some theory on leadership. They discuss leadership in business, and we bring a business leader in to work with them for a half a day. They discuss leadership in government. Well, we all know what that's like. But the big thing about that is they take a trip down to Olympia and they meet some of our legislators down there. They also have leadership in the military, and they go over to Fort Lewis and they spend a half a day at the Non-Commissioned Officers Academy, where the senior NCOs over there explain to them how people only a year or two older than them are going through leadership training to be young leaders in the military. I want to thank at this time the American Legion, the VFW, a couple of churches in town, and be recognized. Muse, Deshawn, Jackie Jensen, Darlene Bell, Shusak, John Rich, Combs, Nicholas Ames, Wilsbach, McCaslin, Wolford, and Mortensen.
The Academic Award, sir. This award, and at this time I would like to recognize the 15 cadets that have a cumulative grade point average of 3.5. That's a GPA of 3.5 or above. When Mrs. Thompson calls your name, please come forward.
Well done. Benjamin Pierce. Julian Nakala. Marissa Ruby. Angela Worstrom. Combs. Caroline Ray. Nicholas Hayes.
that Mrs. Thompson talked about, Oyster Fest, and still achieving a grade point average of 3.5 or above. Ladies and gentlemen, I think they need a round of applause. All right, so we're going to have the following cadets stand up, and if they're standing up against the bulkhead, we're going to have them stand up in the center here to be recognized for doing the military aptitude test. To get recognized for the military aptitude test, which was conducted last week, you had to achieve 80 points or better to achieve the notoriety that these cadets did. So, with the following cadets, please stand up and make their way to the center here for recognition for doing well on the military aptitude test. Cadets Davids, P.L.U, and remain standing. Cadet Glore, Lee, Marsh, Mote, Newby, M, Ray, Combs, Bell, Garcia, Glover, Johnson S, Kunkel C, Corinne. McChord, Merwin, Miller, Monier, Mortensen, Nakla James, Rich, Reich, Sanders, Standard, Wirstrom, Carey, Downer, Ensign Jensen. Krebs, Cody, McCaslin, Muse, Townsend, Van Valkenburg, Fouché, Peters, Stainer, Ames, Bowen, Garner, and Minnick. These cadets will receive a ribbon and/or a star for representing the company and Shelton well. Ladies and gentlemen, exemplary conduct is reflected by a cadet's performance, citizenship, wearing the uniform when supposed to, once a week, or when we have uniform days. This conduct represents the spirit and what's expected of them. And it also reflects what each cadet has when they come into the unit, the word commitment. Recognize the same way. If your name is called, please make it forward to be recognized. 4, exemplary conduct. Alvarez, Foulet, Glore, Lee, Marsh, Mote, Nubiem, Ray, Combs, Wilsbaugh, Bell, Garcia, Glover, Jorgensen H, Kunkel CD, McElherney, Miller, Monier, Mortensen, Nagla J, Nagla JL, Rich, Sanders, Santini, Wirstrom, Jensen J, McCaslin, Muse, Sponberg, Van Valkenburg, Deshawn, Fouché, Kunkel C, Neal, Peters, Steiner, Sushak, Ames, Barnaby, Bowen, Brown, Clary, Cooner, Garner, Hagelman, Hammond, Krebs, Cade, Minnick, Pierce, Rizzo, Shaver, Sheets, Zarkowski, Cox, Esteban, Arnfield, Fuel T, Gaspar, Gervasio, Harless, Holden, Jorgensen J, Rosano, Lorenzo B, Lorenzo M, Newbie T, freshmen, first years, brand new, learning attention, left face, right face, and how I'm supposed to pronounce their names. They get together. We select cadets that are worthy to appear in front of a board, and that's hard, because all the cadets, especially this class out here, the freshman class has a lot of motivation. But they compete, they go to a board, and only a couple of cadets come out as cadet of the quarters. Maybe one, maybe two. But all the cadets of the quarter get together and they compete. They compete leadership, wearing of the uniform, military bearing, commitment, the whole thing that makes cadets work, that set the tone for the company. These cadets, the following cadets, freshman cadets, first-year cadets from Oakland Bay Junior High are cadets of the quarter. Cadets Pierce, Cadet Sheets, Cadet Esteban, Cadet Clary, Cadet Fuel Team, and Cadet Harless, who is not here. These are all cadets of the quarter, whether it was earning the title of the performance and orientation, or the in fact appearing in front of a board made up of cadets, and they're selected, representing themselves and that quarter for outstanding behavior, motivation, and everything that makes a cadet work. We're going to have Cadet Sushak, who happens to be the senior chief of the company, come forward and read the promotion warrant, because now we've got all these cadets of the quarter that are outstanding. At the end of the year, they get together and they appear in front of a regular board of cadets chosen by the senior chief, and they compete for the cadet of the year. What you're about to see right now is one of these fine outstanding cadets is going to be meritoriously promoted to the next highest rank because of their performance, not only in that quarter throughout the year, but the performance they displayed in front of that board. This cadet senior chief here is going to call one of these cadets forward, and he's going to read the promotion warrant that reflects them being made the cadet of the year for Climber Company, and that cadet's going to get promoted right here, right now.
Wow, come on, Pierce.
I can hardly wait to find out who he is. Just keep in mind, he's selected or she's selected from these fine cadets. When anybody's promoted, it is customary for cadets, if they're members of the company, to stand at the position of attention on the command from the senior chief to say, "Attention to orders." You, the guest, get to sit down and watch. He will read from the promotion warrant because it's customary when you get promoted to read the words that reflect the promotion. Once he's completed the promotion signed by me, that cadet will be promoted. He will then give the promotion warrant to me, and he, the senior chief, will take the old rate off his collar and put the new one on. Locked on? Good to go. Ladies and gentlemen, the cadet of the year for Climber Company this year is Cadet Pierce.
I hereby appoint Cadet Benjamin Pierce to the office of Petty Officer First Class as I was. I hereby appoint Cadet Benjamin Pierce to the office of Petty Officer First Class to enable the Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps. Concurrent with this appointment is the charge to carefully and diligently discharge all duties of rank/grade to which appointed by doing and performing all manner of things thereto pertaining. I do further charge and require all personnel of lesser grade to render respect and obedience to appropriate orders. The appointee is further charged to observe and follow such orders and directions as may be given by superiors acting according to the rules governing the Naval Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps unit. Presented this day, May 20th, 2016.
Stubborn. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Congratulations. He's a fine freshman. Everybody. Senior, first class, about face. The senior chief will now post these fine cadets.
Host. Harch.
Truth be told, the cadets keep me young. But it's creeping up on me. My eyesight's not as open like it used to be. But thank you. I appreciate it. I do sincerely thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's been a successful thing here that the cadets have given me, in that they truly have made me young in spirit, because there's not a day that goes by where they don't teach me something. Thank you. I'm going to finish up, culminate the evening. We're going to have a change of command. If you would bear with me just for a little bit here. Change of command is something that happens in a unit, normally in front of the company. We have some of the company here. We have you here. The CO that's standing next to me here has been a successful CO, has done a good job, but he's moving on. Okay, he's moving on to, we all know he's going to graduate. And that's fine. But the company needs to be managed. It needs to have the leadership that it's supposed to have to continue on. No CO is the same. Along with command comes difference of personality and all those things that cause the company to have the success that it's supposed to have. Along with them comes the staff that assists in the success, and I'm sorry to say, or the failure of that effort. We're here today. I stand in front of you and say thank you to the CO for his service to the company and the success that we all enjoy because of his efforts and the staff's efforts. The tradition that you're about to see is the reading of the promotion warrant. For the cadet who's going to receive the command is going to have to get promoted to lieutenant commander. I'm going to call up the cadet that's going to be made and be promoted to lieutenant commander. And I will read the warrant, and we will promote him here in front of you. Then the newly appointed lieutenant commander will position himself to the left of the CO. When that happens, the CO will command the senior chief, who in this case is represented by Cadet Newby, to bring forth the guidon, the company guidon. The guidon that represents each and every cadet in the company. She will bring the guidon and present it to the CO. The CO will then take the guidon, face inboard, and pass it to the new CO. The new CO will take it, face to the left, and present it back to the senior chief. The senior chief will post. The senior chief will salute while this is happening, the passing of the guidon, saluting for all enlisted personnel within the company. The passing of the guidon symbolizes the passing of leadership. Then the two COs will face each other, salute, shake each other's hands, and they will switch positions. The old CO will be to the left of, and the new CO will be to the right of. Hence, the changing of command. Cadet Sushak, Center. To all who shall see these presents, greetings. Know they repose in special trust and confidence in the fidelities and abilities of this cadet. I do appoint him a lieutenant commander to rank as such from this day forth. And as such, this appointee will observe and follow such orders and directions that be given from time to time by superiors acting according to the rules and articles governing this program. And as such, I require all cadets of a lesser grade to render obedience to appropriate orders. Signed, D. G. Hernadez, Sergeant Major, United States Marine Corps, Commanding. Sir, will you remove your cover? Along with this rank, I do, in front of all hands and the cook, charge you with the goodness, the mission that must be required for you to do and lead this company
in the coming year. Take your post. Give me your card. Company commander, the company is yours.
Senior Chief, bring forth the guide on.
Company commander, dismiss the company.
Dismissed. I thought it would just be the coolest thing to get to see out. Seeing people like one of the older uncles, I forget which one exactly. Ben Oaks, who's in the audience. And I always view these people as idols, role models. And the examples they set were, I thought, too high for someone like me to accomplish. And now that I'm here, yes, I'm here. I think, okay, back at Naval Ball, when I was growing the senior chief, Sergeant Major said I have almost impossibly big shoes to live up to. And I think I have even larger shoes, almost clown size level. Go up to fuel. So I just want to say thank you, and I will do my best to make sure that we continue to grow and continue to get better as a unit.